everyone, Happy New Year and thanks for joining me on the Ghanaian Farmer channel. My name is Zenyunam. If you see me in town, call me Ghana's finest farmer. If this is your first time on my channel, please relax, take a glass of water or wine, be sipping whilst watching all the videos, subscribe and share the videos. So this year, we want to take into account every little detail that matters before you start investing into farming. I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for a report on how our sweet potato project went. Don't worry, I'm recording a video of the account to share with you. But this week or on this episode, we are all the way in Adaklo in the Volta region to visit a coconut farm. The client who happens to own this farm, together with his son, invited me over together with an expert to come and have a look, a first, understanding of how they've been going about the whole farming all this while. So I'm here with my officer. You've seen him before on our channel, and I'm going to chit chat with him to find out what has been his first impression, first about the land, the time the coconut was planted, what would he recommend to them moving forward? Will the plant survive from what we are seeing on the field? It's the Harmattan time, and what do you do as a young farmer or somebody who is in that space? What are the tips you want to do? So, officer, you're welcome.
Thank you, madam.
How have you been?
Good.
Official pa.
I think come at all.
Amen, amen. Okay, so today, if you are currently about Daklo in the Volta region, and the purpose of this visit is for the owner of an expert view or impression about what he's doing. So far, when we were walking into the farm, you already started giving some comments about the land. This texture of land, what kind of plants do you think are likely to do here? We've already seen some cassavas, we've seen some maize, and then they are also doing coconut. But what is your impression generally? What kind of land do we have here?
Yeah. But naturally, our tester of this soil, you can see this is what sandy loamy.
Okay.
They're mostly coconut like this sandy cream. But coconut like sandy loamy soil.
Okay.
So farmer who purchase this land have to do a lot of maybe survey or investigation before going into such business, because coconut is a lucrative business.
Right.
So if you want to enter, you have to see an expert before you have come.
Okay.
But you have a saying which go in our local language, achia but in
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. So since the farmer has invested, we will do our best also to help him to move on.
Okay.
First of all, let's look at the planting distance. Some of the planting distance are not according to the farmer, he said that he planted the dwarf type.
Okay.
Yeah, Malaysian dwarf type.
Yeah.
Which is the variety is not the problem.
Okay.
But the question we always ask our farmers or the investors that most if they want to go into such production, they should go for the institution which are certified for such, mandated for this.
Institutions such as
CSR.
Okay.
So they have one at Second Itakrade, Agona, or they have one at Kebe, and they have one at Bunsu.
Okay.
They are the recommended certified people by the nation to produce oil seeding and coconut seeding for farmers in this country.
Okay. Okay.
Dwarf type, we have to 7.5, which is 7.5 meters.
Okay.
For the dwarf type.
Right.
If it is the high hybrid type, which is 8.5.
Yes.
But in business, if we prefer our farmers to use the 8.5 because it grew a little bit tall.
Okay.
Okay. But the dwarf type you mostly use for decoration in your houses, and their fruit are small.
Yeah.
But this is a business. Maybe you need the oil for the kubanga,
Yeah.
so you need the bulb to set or want to export it, so you need the bulky side.
Yeah.
So the hybrid will give that bulky side.
Okay. Okay. Now my next question would be, what time of the year, if a startup farmer want to go into coconut farming, what time of the year is good for him or her to plant?
Yeah, now we experience climate change.
Yes.
All over the world.
Yes.
But mostly April, May, June, you mostly have our major season in this country.
Okay.
So it is advisable for our farmers to start preparing their land within February.
Okay.
And move towards growing their
Their
coconut within that,
Okay.
because we have
Long
long
rain
period
season.
rain season.
Okay. How much enough, I mean, water do I need in my grounds for the coconut to stay until the next season start for it to, get another water?
If you have environment, mostly you visit MOF office, they have those data.
Mm.
So if they're able to give it to you, you have maybe 1,500
Mhm.
up to 3,000
Mm.
rainfall annual,
Mhm.
that environment is good for you to move your coconut.
Okay. All right. My next question will be, this is about 3 4 months, according to the owner, about 4 months heading to the fifth month. From the Hamatan season we are experiencing now, and the time in which it was planted around September thereabout, do you think it will still do well? Is the water we have in ground enough for sustainability till we move into the next season of rainfall?
Yeah, the coconut will, some of them will experience a little bit challenge,
Okay.
but which maybe when we go to the major rain season, he will do filling
Okay.
or replanting or some of the seeding. Those who are
Ah.
not able to sustain, it's not
Okay.
all of them who will be,
Who will
because if you
survive?
have the harmattan is able to take us longer,
Uh-huh.
most of them will dry up
Okay.
because they got less rains, because he planted them on the minor
Minor
season.
season, yeah.
So according to the farmer, they have only 2 rains
Mm.
within, which is a little bit challenging to a coconut and a soil type like this.
Okay.
And at the same time, the way they planted it, in coconut,
Yeah.
we don't cover this side. Everything, the neck, mostly,
Okay.
and our farmer from the Kwanse, no, yankata could be Kwanse,
Okay.
because Hannah a bit in me, a beji in Sue,
Okay.
a day ama
The
will
coconut.
coconut,
Okay.
they be an obey nase.
Okay. And
Now,
how often do I do that? As a farmer, how
as a
often?
as a farmer there, at least you have to visit your farm regular.
Okay.
So whenever you check up on there, it means the rain has covered this farm.
Uh-huh.
You use your cutlass or the hoe,
Yeah.
yeah, to just remove this side for
Okay.
the coconut to absorb enough water.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So how long do I keep, practicing this till the fruit start coming? How long? Do I practice forever, even when this thing is coming?
No, exactly.
Ah,
Within exactly 18 months,
then
it's
you
okay.
stop.
Yeah, it's
It
okay.
can now
Well,
be
they
on
can,
its own.
exactly.
Okay, how about the floor? I mean the ground. From what you see, is it okay? The wheat we have, is it okay? Like the maintenance culture you were saying in the farm, is it okay?
It's not that okay. Yeah, when you look at the coconut,
Uh-huh.
this is the small size.
Yeah.
But when you look at the lines the people did,
Uh-huh.
it's supposed to be, at least it is supposed to be 7.5, which is 25 feet.
Okay.
But we have plus and minus, because it is not well. When you say the plus and minus, maybe when you are digging the hole, you can have stone there. You cannot plant on the stone, so you move a little. That is
Yeah.
the plus, or you
Okay.
have the minus.
Right.
But when you look at this side, if you look at the lines, they are not follow,
Is it because it's a bit crooked?
not crooked in such, because they didn't follow the pattern. Because in
Okay.
coconut, we plant it in triangular shape.
Okay.
So before you do, you have to get your baseline. The baseline, we use GPS. You're supposed to plant it with north south.
Okay.
But if you don't have the GPS,
Uh-huh.
because most farmers will not have GPS. So look at my shadow. It's me, if my shadow is in this side,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be, if I'm standing at the base, you see my shadow is in this side.
Yeah.
So it is where, this is where
I
I'm
should
going
plant
to.
it.
No, this is where I'm going to start my baseline.
Okay.
So when the sun sets, it can pass through all the coconut.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So from your point of view, we've already planted minor season. The soil tester, I wouldn't be able to tell if they did any soil testing to be rest assured that coconut will do well here. But you said it can still work if they till the land well. Okay. So in the meantime, what from your point of view, what do you think we have to do? Because this is serious investment.
Exactly.
What do we do to keep it growing till the rain season start again? And the caretaker who is here, what are some of the tips you can share with the caretaker?
Yeah, what I will tell the caretaker that as early as possible, all the coconuts you start removing
The side.
this side. After that, you will gather some of the weeds,
Grass.
grass, to cover them to cover around
serve as mulching.
mulching for the coconut. And at the same time, those of who they have make it of growing cassava, because they are saying they are still harvesting cassava alongside. So cassava is not
advisable.
No, we don't allow
plant in between now.
No, because
but what plants in case they still want to do some
they have to do they have to eat. So they have to continue to plant. But maize, beans, groundnut, even they allow.
Okay. All right. So viewers, this is just a few tidbits because I know that the interest for farming keeps growing day after day. We are in 2024. So you can't do things like you used to do in 2023. So here on the Ghanaian Farmer, if you're about to start your farm, you either visit our office for us to have a conversation. Afterwards, we'll move with an expert like this to your farm, test the soil, do all the necessary analysis before you can start planting. Do not watch what other neighbors are doing and say, oh, this area, this man is doing coconut or mango, so I can actually do. It doesn't work like that in farming. So that is why you need to stick to this channel for more. But I'm going for a quick breather. When I come back, Philip will be joining me to answer a few questions. I'm gonna put Philip on the spot to answer a few questions, and then we'll call it a day. But just stay glued. I will be back in jiffy. For staying. If you're just watching, it's all about starting coconut farming on the right note. And as I said early on, we are in Adaklo in the Volta region, and we are here to have a first impression of what a farmer has started. A few work needs to be done here and there, and we've had conversation about the land texture, the space in between, how to actually dig a portion around the neck of the coconut to create enough room for water to store around the plant. And also the officer mentioned about the ring weeding. If you come to the farm and you want to clear weeds around, you don't have to weed the entire place if you don't have the strength. You just have to weed around it, and you saw him doing that. And he also mentioned that the weeds that are here can serve as mulch for the plant. So you have to move the weeds closer to where the plant is. And then you went ahead to talk about fertilizer application if the plant is less than a year. What is the distance for us to actually apply the fertilizer?
Yeah, if you want to give your coconut fertilizer, which is maybe less than 1 year in production, it is 1 meter from the parent, from the plant. So maybe from this side to this side, and you apply it to rank method. So we have a specific fertilizer. We don't go and purchase what is in the market. We have a bland fertilizer called Yara Palm. Yeah, so maybe within a year you have to apply it twice, which is 50 exactly. So no, 50 grams you apply it for each of them, for each plant. So that is it. But when it comes to the ring method, during the raining season, it rains a lot, and farming is a business because you need a lot of people to hire them to work here. So mostly we advise farmers to practice ring weeding. So these are some of how we do
the ring weeding.
Exactly. So when we do the ring weeding, as I said earlier on, you don't cover this side of the coconut. So some people, the farmers call the neck, the corner, could be in the corner,
around the neck.
Exactly. Where you come. But one thing I've noticed that as I was doing ring weeding, there's a lot of termite in the soil. So next time, if they are going to do production like this, when they purchase the coconut, they can do dust bar solution.
What is dust bar solution?
Dust bar is what? A liquid outside the cell. So those who are the carpentry, purposely to control termites. Termite side is there, but dust bar is very effective for it. So you dip.
That's it.
Exactly. You do dust bar solution in a container. After that, you would dig
the seedling that you bought.
Exactly. You put
into
the solution
before
you put it in the soil.
Exactly.
If you continue to have that, or you have a lot of termite activities in the soil, you have the common what we call it wood ash from prepared food, or you have camphor. You can also blend it with camphor, mix it, and just put inside the soil. It will control the termite activities in the soil.
Okay, so that is if you didn't do the desert solution,
Exactly.
and you still went ahead to plant,
Exactly.
then you can get camphor and wood ash
exactly.
mixed together
Exactly.
and apply.
Not wood ash.
Okay.
The one
Okay.
yeah,
Charcoal ash. Is it a charcoal ash?
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
firewood ash?
Firewood ash.
Firewood ash.
No, so we are.
Okay.
Yeah, eba woman.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or no, bet me the camphor flour.
Okay.
Now what they share. Utu be big to
Do I dig around?
Exactly.
How deep?
Oh, we did a few small.
Okay.
We dip it maybe.
Right. Then you pour the solution.
Exactly.
You pour the solution. That will drive away the termites.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or if you have the, we can also add the death bar solution to it. We put into the knapsack sprayer and we spray around the coconut plant.
Okay.
It will control the insect because we can see that the insects are achieving the what is in the soil.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So this was one of the things we have to
so
put.
What is that, the coconut we are saying?
It is the coconut.
Oh, okay.
This is the coconut. You can see that all the termites are chewing it.
They are chewing it.
Exactly. So they should have applied those activities before putting it into the soil.
Okay. All right. So as it stands now, we don't know if before the planting that process was followed before the planting. However, these are just a few tidbits for those of you who might go to lease a land or buy a land and planning to go into coconut production. On the Ghanaian Farmer, we bring you everything agri related, from crops to livestock to aquaculture to even horticulture. Even those who are into the agribusiness, I mean value addition processing, wherever you find yourself in the year 2024, agriculture has become very expensive. Labor is becoming very difficult. But then, if you're so passionate and you want to invest, it's not about having just the money, the expertise, the commitment, and loyal workers are very key. And so today, if you're out there and you want to go into farming, make sure you reach out to us so we can get somebody who is an expert to come by and advise you. See the land you have, what analysis has to be done before you go into the production. And so I'm going to thank you so much for your time today. We are going to go back to see my brother Philip who ran away, and then we'll see the other. I will say that he ran away, and then the other team members who are here with us, so that the expert can actually leave a few words of advice with them. So our next visit, maybe in the next 6 months or a year, when I come back here, I hope that all this plant will be standing tall and be getting ready to actually be giving us some. How long does the dwarf take though? The dwarf?
Exactly 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
It will start bringing the fruit.
We start bringing the fruit.
Okay.
Actually 60%.
Okay. All right. So we still have some long way to go, but we need to make sure that the right processes are followed. We still have a lot of work to do here. So we make sure the investment is secured. Onto that, thank you very much for watching. My name is Enyunam, but when you see me in town, call me Ghana's finest farmer. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.